Hello friends, Dale here, and we're playing some more Harvest Moon, The Lost Valley today. I said in the last episode I was just going to talk about my day, and I think instead of having two rambly nonsense episodes in a row, I'm going to actually talk about a topic that I had picked out previously. I do have a list of topics, but it is running low. Let's open up the game. We're almost done with the spring, and we haven't gotten the crystal yet, so I don't know. Hopefully we get it soon so we can move on to the summer themed story, like getting the next crystal to revive the summer. I don't want to get too behind, but it might be because we didn't meet Naomi fast enough. I don't know. First, let's see if we get any topics or any cutscenes or anything. We might get a dream. What? Luke's birthday's coming up? That's it? No dream? Okay, do we get a cutscene? No, we get nothing. We did the thing with Doc yesterday and we got nothing. Great. Buddy, I don't know what to do with you. Do you sell sugar? I need sugar. How do I get sugar? Do I have anything to sell, by the way? I have milk. I feel like we should save the milk for cooking. It doesn't sell for a lot, so probably best to save it for cooking. But, man, we have to water like every day these days. But the topic I wanted to talk about today was a topic that I was going to just kind of muse about out loud. And then I kind of thought about it before this, and it actually ended up making me think a little bit about what it is I like about games. But basically how I was going to talk about how I want different experiences from different games, which I think is very normal. Sometimes you want a certain type of experience, so you go to a certain type of game instead of you want that type of experience in every game that you play. And the reason I was thinking about this is because someone asked me what it is I liked about Unlimited Saga, which is a fairly unpopular game. And I was talking about a lot of things I like about the game, but when it comes to gameplay, I really like that the game kind of forces you to deal with all kinds of random events and just randomness, tons of RNG, and you're constantly having to re-strategize based on what RNG you've been dealt. And thinking about that, I was like, it's a lot like the modern roguelite fad that has been going around for a while now, and lots of stuff has roguelite elements in it now, and there's just so many roguelite games, and I always like roguelikes with a K, which are clones of Rogue. And that's another topic I want to talk about, is the change in the meaning of roguelike. But that's not for this video. And you know what? I should do the cow first, and then do the watering, and then I can go back to the cow. The black cloud of dirt looks really bad. Okay, so that was around 10. So I think that probably around 11 will be a good time to interact with the cow again and maybe get some milk. But yeah, so I was thinking how I really like in that game how you're constantly having to think based on what random events happen in the game. So you might be trying to, especially if you're doing a challenge run or something in that game, you might be trying to build your character a certain way, but then like they get different panels than you're expecting, and you run into different kinds of equipment and the treasures in the shops and stuff, and just that build's not going to work out like you want it to, and so you kind of have to rework it as you go. And you know, even just like within the dungeons, like and the maps, you like get hit with random traps and this and that, and you have to work with what you get. And it makes every run a unique experience, and I really like that experience from that game. But then I was thinking that when I play a game like Harvest Moon, I don't want it to do that. Like, I don't want my cow to just randomly get sick and I have to deal with buying it medicine. Like, I don't want my crops to like randomly wither or something. Like, but I mean, there are some like random elements that are fun in the games. You know, like having like weather and stuff like that. You know, that's a random element. You know, that can be fun. But like, I don't want the entire game to revolve around responding to randomness. But then I was thinking, so I went on to think about this even further, that I was talking earlier episode, I don't like Island of Happiness as one of my least favorite Harvest Moon games, but my favorite part of that game actually was the crop system and how the crops needed different amounts of like water and sun, and because of the weather, you had to like constantly change how you were caring for your crops. Oh, we found Naomi. What did she say? No, I missed it. So you actually had to like, and I actually really liked that system, so maybe I do like perhaps that kind of a thing in Harvest Moon. But I think for the most part, I kind of want like set things to happen. I want to be able to expect what's going to happen, and I want for my efforts to be rewarded based on what I already like knew, like based on my knowledge and my responses to that. And if that, I'm barely making sense, but I think that's the kind of experience I want on a Harvest Moon game. But, you know, maybe there is some truth to the fact that I always like dealing with randomness. And it's interesting to deal with that kind of stuff. And, like in Shepherd's Crossing, you had a lot of that kind of random stuff. Like you would have... you know, animals would randomly come and ransack your farm. You would have just crops grow at really random rates. So you never really knew like when your crops were going to come in, and you know, it's interesting that oh, we got a request for Andrea. She was thinking about something and trying to do clock design, running out of materials. Okay, we can help with that. No, we're not busy. We're really not. We just dump dirt around a lot. Okay. So we need... How are we gonna get sugar? Okay, so we need the Savoy spinach. We're not gonna be able to get that for a long time. Luke's medicine, he just needs 5 spinach. I guess our spinach hasn't come in yet, or did I sell it, or what? Because we don't have 5 spinach, and I remember... Oh my gosh, I think I sold the spinach. Okay, we'll have to grow more spinach. She just needs lumber. She gave us glass and 500 G. So, yeah, I think, wait, did he have a request now, just now? Yeah, he has a request too. Nice, we're getting lots of requests. Is this like our request just like he just needs lumber too. A replacement for like hard events? Like, do we get hard events, or is it just what they say when we do the requests? Like, I don't think we've seen any kind of like friendship events or anything. We got binoculars. I don't know what that does. Okay, so we need to grow spinach because I'm dumb and I'm pretty sure I sold the spinach because I remember planting the spinach and I planted it in like a weird place and I remember picking it. Like I can even remember picking the spinach. So yeah, I did bad with the spinach. We'll plant we'll just plant another 10 spinach. I'm sorry, Luke. I messed up your request. Too bad I can't just buy the spinach outright. We'll do 20. Why not? And then I think there's like a cooking girl and maybe a cooking mama that like we can befriend and like maybe they'll sell. No, I didn't want to dig. Like I can see her in my head, so I think there's someone we can buy cooking ingredients from, and maybe now that we have the kitchen, she'll like appear in a dream and appear to us soon. And then we'll be able to make the strawberry jam and give it to the goddess, and then when we give the jam to the goddess, maybe it'll like she'll relinquish the crystal to us, and maybe that's how we move the story along. And then maybe we'll kind of move on to the next chapter. I don't think the game like really considers them chapters, but I think, you know, kind of getting each crystal is like its own little chapter to the game. And so there's 3 crystals we have to find. A spring crystal, a summer crystal, and a fall crystal. And there's no winter crystal because the winter is already here. Everything else, no. Did we talk to you today, buddy? Great dialogue. The music just like cut out. I don't think it's ever done this before. Maybe at 7 o'clock we'll get new music. I hope so. Yeah. We get the nice night music. I love this music. I think the like Super Deluxe Ultimate whatever edition of this game actually comes with a soundtrack CD or something. Like I wonder if it has this track on it. Might have to buy some merch just to get this one track. Yeah, we'll go back to working on filling in this space over here. I only have 15 soil, so I have to figure out where I'm gonna get more soil from. I guess I could just buy some. I might do that. I might just buy like 80 soil tomorrow or something. Let's see if there's somewhere I can dig from that I don't. Because I kind of want all this filled in. I'm trying to think of how I want to like design my valley like over time. And like where I want to plant my crops and stuff, because eventually I'm going to need like, oh, you know what I could work on? I'm kind of doing nothing right now, but I could work on opening the other like mine areas like way out there. I think I need like the hammer first, but I could do that. So we're just gonna go to sleep. What was my topic for today? What have I even been talking about? Oh, how I didn't like the how I like different things from different games. But yeah, I don't know. My topics are a bit of a mess. These last couple videos. But I do think it's interesting to think about how you like different kinds of things from different games. But then there's some kind of like overlap too. And I really wonder what I would think about a Harvest Moon game that was heavily focused around responding to random elements. Where like every day you didn't know what was gonna happen. And just random stuff could happen to you, and like I don't know, it almost seems kind of unsettling, and it would kind of disturb the experience of Harvest Moon. But maybe it could be really fun. Like maybe it would have to maybe be like a spin-off game of Harvest Moon, not like a regular Harvest Moon game. You know, but not something as far removed from the formula as like Mad Dash or something. Like that's like something that's still recognizable as a Harvest Moon game. But with lots of random elements, like lots of weather, and like the crops responding to the weather in different ways and stuff would be pretty interesting. Animals having dynamic needs, like where like they would get hungry at different times or something, and like randomly get sick, and randomly get like moody, and like just need different things. Like maybe it wouldn't always be a negative thing, like randomly getting sick and randomly getting moody and stop giving products, but rather have kind of random needs. So like they might need this thing one day and this thing the next day, but those things don't necessarily like, they're not just randomly falling into bad status, but rather having different kinds of needs each day. And maybe like how you have to navigate your day would differ depending on those things that are needed. I don't know, like I don't know exactly how it would work. One thing I also thought would be interesting, as this is kind of just a random aside now, but is that if characters got bored of the same gift, because I think it's really popular or really common to find one gift that a character likes and just give them that gift for the entire game. And I think it would be interesting if like maybe like once you give it to them so many times, it'll kind of wear off. Like it'll give them like less affection points and stuff. And then like maybe if you do it too many times in a row, it can actually like upset them or something. I don't know. Like that, just to encourage you to kind of mix up what you're doing and add variety to the gameplay. But then again, I feel like Harvest Moon games are all about finding a set routine and performing that routine over and over, and that kind of like creates a soothing feeling. And so maybe like disturbing that formula is not the best way to go. But like I said, it could be a spin-off for people who want a different kind of experience. Maybe there's some indie games that play like that already. I don't know. But I do think that's where I'm going to end. So, I'm sorry I didn't go too deep with today's topic, but we did talk a little bit about the planning of the valley or something. I don't know what I talked about, to be honest. But it's getting close to the end of this game, and we are at the end of the month, the end of the season, and we have accomplished. We have not finished the story of the season. We have not gotten the spring crystal, so hopefully we'll get it in the next couple of days. Hopefully we'll meet the cooking girl. We'll see. Only time can tell. I will see you guys later. Have a good one, and bye bye.